What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Yeah, just coming off Manfield was a bit of a hard one, tricky one. But yeah, just fighting that steering issue mainly, which takes a huge whack on the old bloody confidence when you're driving. It's Friday now, Matariki Day here in NZ, but yeah, I still went to work this morning. Just had to get a quick job done on a site where they've got a shut. It's about lunchtime now. Just waiting for Nick to get here. He's going to give me a hand, but we're going to jump into the steering, straight into the steering. Just we're going to get Alex Perlier on Hooter, I think, and he's a bit of a wheel alignment guru. But yeah, he's told us a few things that, just from watching my onboard videos, that he thinks that we could change to make improvements. I just think what it is we're crossing center on full lock, which is fucking normal as shit that you're going to have issues, but for some reason we took a lot of lock out of it to try and stop that, and I think something else is not right, because you shouldn't have to take too much lock out of it for it to like work. You know, you buy it as a lock kit, so it should bloody work. And I know this FDF stuff is fucking pumping over in the States and Europe and stuff, so there's obviously something we've got wrong. But yeah, we run those FDF off-rec spaces as well, which are quite butty, so I don't think they're the issue, and they sit pretty flat. But a couple of people we spoke to, they said they've moved their rack forward, which I don't know. I don't reckon we need to, like, even just iron them from FDFs. Recommend just leaving it there and just using the last hole on the offset rack spacer. But if we do have to, I will, but I'd rather not, if we can. And like the subframe bushes, they're new and they're already, I think they're stuff, so we're going to try and track down some solid ones or make some solid ones if we can, and just go through all the steering and then see what we can achieve, measure everything, pull the springs out, and then see what happens when it's traveling and stuff like that. And we also got an issue in the back when I don't know why, Friday practice was sweet, and then on Saturday morning we'd done that big changes to the wheel alignment, and then we're running out of time with practice and stuff. It took a bit longer than we thought, and then I was driving out and this left rear wheel was just clicking hard out like a stuffed axle wheel bearing or something, but we couldn't visually see anything wrong with it, so I said I'll run it, and if something breaks then we'll know what to fix, you know. But yeah, the boys had a good look and couldn't think, and then nothing broke on it, but it's still clicking pretty hard, so we need to address that this weekend as well. And the steering is the main one that I'm pretty pissed off about. Like, it's just messing me up hard out, eh? So if I can get that dialed, we're hopefully doing a little bit of a private test day next week, Saturday, I think. Maybe we're still waiting to get confirmation at a pretty cool spot, so that'll be cool if we can. But yeah, I'll just get the wheels on and start some measurements and stuff, and by then hopefully Nick should arrive, and then yeah, but I'll show you what we mess with. And yeah, we've had heaps of input from a lot of people too, so there's a few options that we can try and see if we achieve anything. But yeah, we'll rip into it and start measuring shit up. So we're just checking. Oh, we only just got into it. We had a buddy of ours turn up and we had to fix his motorbike, or Nick did. Yeah. But yeah, we're just like going like that on the steering wheel on full lock, and there's shit moving like that shouldn't move.
Yeah.
Do you want to do a video of it?
Yeah, swing it the other way.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to do a full swing the other way. So that's pulling it off lock now. Oh, yeah. You see it moving?
Yeah.
Just let the normal work.
Yeah, so we gotta just trying to figure out. We're gonna go solid rack spaces in your rack bushes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's got a couple of options. whether or not we, because it's a factory rack, no, factory rack, factory subframe, and then we're running the offset rack spaces from FDF. They're all CNC, billet CNC, there's no flex in those. High tensile bolt going in here, so there's definitely no flex in that. So what we're thinking of doing is putting a 25mm modified 25mm forward subframe in, which we have.
Just needs tidying up.
And yeah, we just need to change the orientation of the rack when it's been moved forward. It's moved the rack orientation forward a bit, which puts too much pressure on the universal there. So that will allow us to pretty much then run the second hole, and then we can cut the third hole off.
Even if we welded a plate between here and there,
yeah, just to
cut it off would be sick, I reckon.
Strengthen it, because it gets too close to here. I think we trim these off as well, and it gets us about 47mm forward, which will then give us a better angle through here. See, I don't know if you can see that in the video, you should be able to, but at the moment that's going forward where we want that to be, either straight or back. When we raised it, we didn't actually adjust the caster, so we're going to measure everything on the ground at the moment. So we've just cleaned the ground, and we're going to tape it all with a bit of help from Alex Perlier. We might do a video call with him soon, but we'll get all the measurements, how it's sitting now, so we know what we had. Instead of touching anything and trying to get it right, we need to have a base of what it was doing, and then we can go make some adjustments from there. But yeah, in terms of this, as we've raised it, pivot point at the top and then cast a pivot point at the bottom, as we've raised it, changing the triangle forward,
so it's actually created caster.
It's actually created caster, yeah.
If you go back in my old video, or my last video, it actually shows the fucking steering wheel, counter steering way too handy.
So yeah, it comes down to style. Everybody's got their different style on how they want to drive, so we're just figuring out what suits us or this guy.
Well, I just want it to be mint, and I don't know how to do that, so I want to learn it, and that's what we're doing now.
Yeah.
And
so yeah,
we fuck with it, we do what we need to know.
And then getting rid of that angle underneath there will be part of bringing that caster back for starters anyway, then checking it, maybe doing some subframe mods. So yeah, stay tuned.
Let's go. So Nick's got us a bit of a setup going on. So we've got the bar straight across that side, C-clamp down. And then we've got some measurements. Well, Nick went through and measured the top of the rim in line with that, I believe. So
yeah,
maybe you could give us a more in-depth rundown, my bro.
This is probably overkill. We've done a string line to get our vertical distance there and this way and that way. So that's given us that measurement. We could go off the guard, but fiberglass guards are
shit.
We don't know. It is only to set it back to what it was, but there is still flex and stuff in the guards. So
yep,
we're going to leave this here. This is solid. Here to here we've got 241. No, 246.
Yep.
246 on that side, and we've got 236 on this side. So that's fine.
Well, yeah, is that a big deal or not?
No, that's all good.
So hopefully, because those are my measurements and we're setting it up.
Oh, before we do that, we'll go down and we're going to mark straight lines. Mask straight lines.
On the ground.
On the ground. Then we're going to go full lock right. Lower it back down. Mark that for our lead wheel. And then we're going to go full lock left.
That's okay. Typical GoPro went flat when we were doing that. Little talk about, but where Nick left off was just saying we're going to lower it back down and set this up with the tape and stuff like that, eh? Yeah, so just finding out exactly where we're at before we go touch anything. So this is untouched from Manfield. We struggled with the steering. Getting it off full lock was very stiff. So it's whether or not we were on throttle or off throttle. It was quite hard coming into that hairpin
according to the videos.
Worse off throttle. But I think that plays a big part with our bloody sway bars as well, right? Like you get off the gas and they're designed to put weight on the front sway bar. So in theory, kind of, if you got on the gas, it would have probably freed up a bit. But doing that with in your mind knowing that it's bind up, it's pretty fucking hard. But
so what we're gonna do here as well is just do a quick measurement. I can do this if you want to hold that. So we'll check our measurement front to back. So if you hold this
on that side,
come around here. Yep.
Sweet.
We're just gonna. Oh, so that mark there is the centre.
Oh yeah, sweet.
So we're just gonna get our measurement. Here's one of the perks of these toe plates as well, having
all those bits. They're so handy, eh?
Yeah. So we've got. Oh, did that move?
Yeah, hold up.
Just have that in mind.
No, hang on. Yep, sweet.
Cool. So we have 2523.
2523. I'm gonna measure that side as well.
So L 2523.
Sweet. I'll holler back at you when we get these measurements done. So yeah, we're just going through some measurements and stuff like between the wheels and stuff like that, which I think isn't gets a bit boring. So when we start getting into some exciting stuff, which I don't think much is, I'll get back to you, so I can get the GoPro a good charge too, because she's already flashing again. But yeah, I'll get back to you soon. Yeah, so we just got the car on the toe plates and we just done another toe alignment, and it's actually towing in a couple of mil each side, which is probably the reason why it even felt even worse to drive throughout the day, you know. And that's just, yeah, we don't know how that happened, because we measured it like 3 times after we done the big change in the alignment, and we definitely had 6 mil tow out overall. And then now it's like, well, it's 1978 at the back. It's like 3 mil towing. So it's like 6 mil towing overall, eh? Was that 3 mil? 3 mil overall. Yeah. Don't know how that's happened, but it is. So that wouldn't have been helping. But yeah, we're just going through every sort of measurement we can, and then yeah, noting it down before we start changing stuff. Just waiting for the pump to crank up and do some turning now.
Yeah. So just put the toe plates on, done a measurement, marked out strength, both sides.
And it's definitely towing in, eh?
Definitely towing in. So yeah, maybe just a demanding track. I don't know if we've bent anything. I don't know what the difference would have been from being on the stands to being on the ground here now. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's on the ground there too when we measured it. Yeah, bro. Yep.
So yeah, now we're just going to swing full lock right and make the mark.
Going right now.
Yep.
It's like moving the car back already.
Keep going. Is that there?
Yeah, I can hold it further.
Yeah.
Oh, there. Yeah, so just gonna mark that down, and then probably swing the other way, mark that down, and then take some more measurements. Is that right, Nick?
Yep.
Yeah, boys. Fun times. So next, just down here, these like what you just seen us do was the lead, when the fucking wheel's on full lock for the lead wheel, and we've marked it just off the toe plate so they're straight. And then Turn it the other way and mark that with the tape. And now I believe we're going to do some measurements.
Some fifth form science.
Some fifth form science.
Which you don't remember.
Yeah.
So when someone says you're not going to use this ever again,
Yeah, and
you probably will.
you will see. I didn't even make it to fifth form, so I didn't get that option, my bro. Give us a bit of a rundown what you're marking out there, brother.
So we're going to go 100 mil.
I'm oblivious to this as well, so yeah.
I can't remember if this is going to work or not.
We're sort of bouncing minds with Alex, Alex Prelia, so we got him on the hoodoo every now and then.
So, bam, bam, bam. So along here,
We're hoping this is right too, eh? We're pretty confident, or Nick is.
so across here is 180 mils, degrees.
Degrees? 180 degrees or mils?
Degrees across here. So we are going to find by these measurements here, we can find this measurement degree angle here, height, and then we can find this one here.
These bloody lights are making it go all fuzzy, so
Oh yeah.
sorry about that. No, it's not too bad. No, it's alright.
So we're going to work backwards to find. So that's we've made an even measurement there of 50, which is easy. Gone 90 degrees up, so we know that that is 90. We're going to try and find that angle. We know that's 90. Going to find that angle, and then subtract that angle. 180 minus that angle, and that'll give us this angle. Height. So x equals fuck knows.
And that's all gonna work out, right?
So this is where we get our fucking iPhones. And I don't know if you guys know this, but if you want a scientific calculator, you just fucking turn it sideways. And then you go onto Google and figure out how to use it. Alright,
Okay, I missed that. We had Alex on the phone just sort of guiding us through it, but we've come up with these measurements. The understanding of them is bloody nonsense to me, but
a bit of, I don't know, we can quickly go through it.
do you want to?
Yep. So we need to find this angle here, which we've labelled as, I don't know if you guys can see it, but x2. So what I did is pulled the pen across the line here to then get a generic 50 mil for our adjacent measurement. So we use that same, so we've got a generic baseline there. Then we measured 90 degrees up, so we know our angle is 90 degrees, and where it came across that intersection point there was 55 mil, and at the back we had 58. So
Was that a clear indication it was towing in too?
Yeah, so we got more angle on our
Trail wheel than our lead wheel.
Yes, which is not good. Even with the Ackerman washers at -2, or the least amount of Ackerman washers in. So to get this angle, tan -1, 55 over 50, and that's given us the inside angle, and then we'll take that off 90, so 90 minus x gives us x2, so 42, 41. So that's the sign of toe in being probably why it was so hard to drive. So yeah, we're going to make some adjustments, and yeah, as we talked about it before, as we raised it, it did actually put caster into it, so we're going to adjust some caster, and then put the toe back out to 6 mil overall, 3 mil each side, and then we will retape it.
Nice. Alrighty, let's do that. So I've just got this caster arm out. We've got Alex on the video phone.
Here's across the calf. Like, it should be even across the calf, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. You're like...
He's a guru with this stuff, but he is down south and we're trying to communicate with them with bugger reception.
Yeah.
And our Wi-Fi is playing out here because we're a little bit rural, so we got shit Wi-Fi anyway. But yeah, that's what I'm up to, trying to adjust this. It's pretty easy, just take it out, but we're just trying to work out how much of a measurement we need to go back or what it's going to affect, so we can adjust that as well. Because with every movement, there's always another movement somewhere else. Say you were steering. It may seem like we're going in depth hard like with this, but I'm keen, because I've always just, last time with my last steering kit and stuff, I just bolted it in, winged it, done it like a recommended alignment, and I thought it was sweet. But then with this, it's sort of like it's a bit more sentimental, or like, oh, not sentimental, like a bit more, like you have to kind of be accurate, I think, because winging it just ain't cutting it anymore, which is just a pain. So yeah, I don't really understand what they're talking about, but I'm trying to, so I can learn this shit too. But yeah, we'll keep chipping along. Hopefully it's gonna end with a good result. Hours have gone past now.
What have we done in those few hours?
I can't really remember. What we are doing, oh, we've got the rack centered properly this time. Figured out how to do that, thanks to Alex. Pretty self-explanatory there, we. And now what are we doing, Nick? We're just adjusting the caster, trying to get it back because it actually had way too much. And with all our calcs and stuff that Nick's done with measurements, we've measured out. It's just all up to shitty. Actually, I think I already told you. It's coming in and
yes, I think what we
wrong.
found,
I think,
was probably that.
So it's the next day now. Can't remember where we left off, but I'm gonna take these arms out, get them even, and then set our toe, and then we're gonna just probably on the driveway just go around in circles and shit, see how it feels. But I'm trying to suss out somewhere where we can have a little test today, if possible. We've got 2 3/5s on the front now, just to see what the clearance and stuff was like, and that's all good. So we might change the 2 3/5 front tires as well. We were running the 2 2/4s, and then set a semi-alignment up and then give it a try. Sorry, change of plan. We just dropped it down on the slip stands. We're gonna measure the height off the ground and see if it's even from side to side, and then see if the height's in there alright. Have a next level check out this one. But yeah, all good, Nick?
Yeah.
Hopefully we can find somewhere to test it today. It's sick. So another change we're making is these lower control arms. We took them out, rose joint each end, and we've wound that one right in, and then we're going to do this one 10mm of thread or 10mm out. Either way, we're just changing it anyway, sort of to a neutral position, and then just so we can work from there. But hopefully it's just right straight off the bat. We raised this side suspension to match that side because we've always had this side higher for some reason, and the cars are even. But we're going to try and level the front out and work with the back to get the car even. If that makes sense.
That's the plan.
Heaps of changes. Probably something we should have done when we first done the car, but we were just winging it, and it's bit us in the ass, if you will. Carry on. So we've got it back down on the slip stands after adjusting the lower control arm and the height. On this strut we went up, which is a bit of a curse we were from, going rising up. But yeah, I want to make it feel good. So now we're going to measure the floor to the chassis, see how the height is, and adjust it back, adjust these, check that suspension to make it even, right?
We currently have steering rack stopped in, which is showing us centre. Lower control arms are exactly the same length. They were 5mm out before, which is able to be counteracted with other adjustments,
but we just wanted to get it all the same. So
dialed now, yeah. Cast is exactly the same. Lower control arm is exactly the same. Tie rod ends are exactly the same. Height's exactly the same. Sway bars exactly the same each side now.
yeah, so we'll do some measurements of the height, I think.
Yep.
And then maybe adjust the back to suit.
Lock stops.
Well, yeah, I also changed the lock stops to. Yeah, I wanted big lock. So quite a big lock stop. But where it's positioned on the lower control arm, it actually gives it mean lock. I was just checking it, and even now when you like turn the wheel, before when you turn the wheel off full lock, it was like, you know, you had to strain to get it off. It's not really like that now. So I'm hoping what we've changed has actually helped with that. And yeah, moving forward, it's just fucking a breeze to steer. But yeah, we'll get these heights sorted, and then rip into a toe alignment, and then we might just go do some circles and stuff and see how it feels, if we can feel any difference just from driving it. But I really do want to just go do some, try and do some backies or something, or some hard entries somewhere. So we've put a post out to see if we can find any way to do some testing, some quick testing, and then yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, someone gets back to us. Loadable. So Dick's just setting up our toe plates so we can get a toe alignment.
Cool thing with the 18-inch.
The 18-inch rim goes to this line. There's two lines. That one's for a 17. But if you're like sucking low spec wheels, we just have to wing it. But yeah, 18s, 17s, which is pretty cool. And then your tape goes in there, whether it's 18s or 17s, I believe. And measuring tape side to side. And then yeah, let's get some measurements going. We've got it towing out pretty high at the moment, but we just made it even each side, so that way we can be like, yep, one turn, and then do one turn on the other side, and yeah, should be good.
Cool.
One, hook it into the top line because we're running 18s. It's already top lines for 18s. Oh, it is. Yeah, it doesn't matter actually. No. Yeah, right. Pull that through. So these sit pretty good. Just hold it up against the rim. And you come around this side. So I usually would hold it on that side, but I was trying to show you if no one's seen them. And then that's your measurement for the front.
1974.
1974, and the back should always be a lower number, right?
Yep, which is 1930.
So it's fucking way
out.
Alright, and then we just get into the toe arms, which was back there, and turn that sucker to get us a bit more less aggressive toe out. Because what's that? 1970. What is it? 74.
1930.
So how much is that? 70, 60.
44.
So 44 overall toe out, which is stupid.
Yep, so make some adjustments and go from there.
Boy. So we've just done some measurements on the back. Everything looks all good, eh? So all I'm going to do, because we've raised the front so high, it sort of looks, I like the back lower than the front a touch, but it's pretty hectic. So just going to go up like 10 or 15 mil at the back, lock it off there, and then set our toe on the front, and then
Put in the comments the fine. There should be a fine for raising your car.
yeah. Well, aren't you raising this car? Yeah, and then we're just gonna go for a little thing around the driveway and maybe down the road a little bit, but no skids. No one's got back to us about a test location, so we'll just have to do what we can sort of here. Be no drifting though, and then yeah, go fucking send it next weekend. So we're just gonna take it for a little I don't know, see if we have a feel for it down the road, and then yeah, see how it goes.
checking all the caster, see how much clearance we got on the wheel there. All good. See how much it leans over.
Feels funny that way. Feels like it goes to lock left easier than it does right.
So it's coming off that lock nicely, not feeling any bite.
Not like as easy as halfway, but it's definitely better than, because I remember doing that on when we're doing our pre-skids, and it was hard then, bro. But like, yeah, you never know. Like, ideally you need to throw it into a drift, eh?
Yep. Feels not binding there though, like as we.
No, it feels good. It actually feels like it's trying to push it back.
Oh yep.
Yeah.
That'll be that trail wheel.
And as the tyres are getting warmer, like I know they can't get fucking warm here, but definitely feels better, 100%.
So if we go back and toe plate it now, see if it's moved at all, and
Yeah, bro.
check it from there.
Sweet.
Sweet.
Yeah, so you sort of seen those little videos. It's hard to sort of tell just from that, but even from the weekend and then doing that, felt heaps better, because I was doing all that shit at the track, just trying to feel it out. But yeah, we'll just toe plate it now, see if anything's moved. We do know our steering rack pushes are a bit fucked, but we'll we'll replace those soon, but hopefully it isn't adjusted too much. But yeah, so that's us pretty much done. We'll go to the wheel alignment machine at some stage and get it a bit better, because we've just been doing it on the ground and that. But I think with what changes we have made, we've definitely like better than what it was, and actually gives better understanding of how it all works too, because I was a bit clueless in that department. But yeah, so we've changed everything. Heights, caster, toe, and yeah, we just need to get it fine tweaked. Camber too, tweaked on the bloody wheel alignment machine, so we can get it perfect and then send it. Yeah, we got into a 235 tyre. Well, that probably is not the one we're going to run on the front. We'll get some semis or something, but it's got heaps of clearance just to help with the trailing wheel, to pull the steering back. And like even running sway bars in that, it's the first time I've run those, and apparently like if you're off the gas, it sort of puts a lot more pressure on the front too, so that probably wasn't help with the binding. So you just got to remember to hold the accelerator flat through the 5 away, cousin. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's fucking pretty much us. Nothing really else. A bit of a different vlog this one. It might be a bit boring, but hopefully you could have learned something, or something you could tell us maybe. I don't know. Any last words of there, Nicholas?
Yeah, just comment on the punishment for raising it.
I'll remember that when they're raising this car. Yeah, but nah.
Learn heaps, and
Yeah.
so you guys can take from that too. Set that rack in the middle right from the start.
Yeah, make a steering rack
Spacer.
spacer. That was mean. I was thinking if it was in there when we went down the road, and I was like, oh no, we're good. Yeah, but nah, thanks for your time, Nicholas.
All good.
Always helping out the boys.
In the next video, stay tuned for the next video.
Next video will be testing, quick tune up, a couple of little other changes to the motor, and then tune up and testing next
nitrous
weekend.
Oh, did I just
No.
get the cat out of the bag today?
Oh. Thanks everyone. Hey, if you subscribe, we'll be mean, and like, and chuck us a comment if you want, and we'll see if we'll holler back at you. Anyway, till the next one. Later, Bob.
See you.